you're at work and you have a lot of tasks to complete, but you're just not able to complete them in the given time. And then you might get feedback from your boss saying, you know what, you're not being very productive. So what is this productivity and how can you be highly productive at work? Well, if you want to know about that, you're at the right place. Today we're going to learn tips to become highly productive at your workplace. Welcome to Skillopedia. My name is Reema, and today I'm going to share with you tips on how you can become highly productive at work. Now the first tip, and this one I use like a golden rule, it's called learn to prioritize. That's right. Now you may have heard from many people that keeping a priority list of tasks actually helps. Well, let me tell you one more time. It does help, and it helps in a big way. So in case you're somebody who ends up doing a lot of things at the same time or tries to complete their tasks and it's always a race against time, what you need to do is you need to make a to-do list and prioritize your tasks according to their urgency or according to their importance. And the important thing to do is stick to this to-do list. That's right. Do not digress and start at the top and finish at the bottom. And as and when you keep finishing your tasks, keep ticking them off your list, because this will give you a lot of confidence, a lot of positivity, and it will encourage you to work faster. Now, in an office environment, it's always possible that you have your to-do list, but there are a lot of people who have their to-do list and they might expect you to work on their tasks first. Make sure that as far as possible you stick to your to-do list, because ultimately when you finish your to-do list, that's when you are going to be coming out as highly productive. So like I'm saying, always and always learn to prioritize and stick to your task list. Now the next tip in order to be highly productive at your workplace is always avoid all distractions. Now, when I'm talking about distractions, I'm talking about your cell phone, the games on your cell phone, I'm talking about all the social media sites, I'm talking about online surfing or gaming, whatever that you waste time in. All of these things can be good distractions, good diversions, but not when you're busy at your workplace. Make sure that once you get to work, you focus on the tasks at hand, you give your 100% to your work, because if you waste time getting distracted by all these various social or technological distractions, you are going to pay by losing your productivity. So I repeat myself, make sure that you focus on your work at all times and absolutely avoid all distractions. The third tip that I have for you is slightly different. It's not something regular or run-of-the-mill, but it's highly important, which is why I'm going to take it slow here. Make sure that you shield yourself from negativity. Now, workplaces have many people. Different people have different natures, different perspectives, which is why sometimes workplaces can be breeding grounds for negativity, gossip, and some sort of interpersonal differences. Now, if you have a workplace that suffers from all of these things, what you have to do is you have to shield yourself from this negativity and focus on your work. Now, how do you shield yourself from this negativity? Do not indulge in gossip sessions. Do not indulge in small talk during work hours, probably only when you're taking a break. Also, don't take what you hear or what people speak about to heart. Focus on your work 100%. Make your work your highest priority. In fact, people say that when you're working, it should be like a sort of a meditation. That's how focused you need to be. So don't let anybody's opinions or words affect you. And trust me, if you master this, you will be the king of productivity. Now, when you're working in an organization, it's very normal that you'll always look for approval or acknowledgement from the people around you, your colleagues, your bosses. But I'm saying if you want to be highly productive, approve of yourself. That's right. Each time you do something fantastic at work, do not keep looking for approval outside of yourself from other people or from your seniors, because if you don't get the approval you're looking for, you will end up feeling very discouraged and demotivated. So if you want to keep your motivation levels high, always compete only with yourself and always keep appreciating and approving of yourself and your work. That way, you'll be focused on your work and you will be highly productive at your workplace. The next tip that I have for you in order to become highly productive is a golden one. It says, forget and erase past failures. Now, it always happens that sometimes we end up making mistakes at work, sometimes we're not at our best, sometimes we face small failures. It happens to everybody. But if you're going to hold on to a past failure and replay it in your mind every time you're faced with a difficulty or a challenge at work, you are not going to be able to get very far. In fact, that fear, that insecurity, that memory will cripple you and it will stop you from achieving any success further. So make sure that you let go of all your past mistakes and failures, treat each moment like it's a new moment and focus on your work, and that will take you ahead on the path to high productivity. The next tip that I have for you is slightly difficult to execute. If you want to be highly productive at work, you have to learn not to be overwhelmed. That's right. Workplaces are hubs of stress, urgency, too many things happening at the same time. It's very easy to get overwhelmed when you're stressed, when you're challenged. It's easy to lose your temper. It's easy to be slightly rude. It's easy to look confused. But that's what you have to master. Now, if you want to become the master of productivity, learn to be able to control your emotions, control your mind, in fact, master your mind and emotions so that you don't appear confused or distracted or stressed or overwhelmed in crucial situations. When you show your calm and cool, collected response in crucial situations and actually get on top of your tasks, that's when you will be appreciated by all and everyone will want to emulate your productivity. My last tip for you in order to become highly productive at your workplace is last but not the least, and it says, keep on learning. Now, it often happens that once you're done with your education, the learning stops. But let me tell you that learning is a lifelong task and you must commit to this task in order to remain relevant and productive. So your responsibility at your workplace or any job or any work that you're doing is to continuously keep learning, keep updating yourself, keep upgrading your skills, and to keep working on self-enhancement and self-improvement. When you do so, you get newer ideas, new avenues open up, and your productivity is increased because your general motivational levels to keep on doing better and better at work continue to increase lifelong. So make sure you do not give up on the books, on the knowledge. Keep on learning and you will see yourself becoming an expert at being productive. Well, this brings me to the end of today's video. We've had some fantastic tips on how you can be highly productive at work, and your time starts now and your game begins now, because now you have to go and apply and implement each of these tips. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, which is Skillopedia, the place to learn skills for the real world. And this is me, Reema, taking your leave and signing out.